help you, Granny?
Sure can, Ellie. I must be getting old. This clothes basket is heavier than a bucket full of hog's livers. Don't touch it. It's haunted.
I bet you little Jasper crawled in there to get warm.
Who in tarnation is little Jasper?
Ain't he cute, Granny?
I declare another pussycat. Only this one's all broke out with spots.
This here little feller's what you call a jaguar.
Where'd he come from?
Critter Doctor over to zoo said he comes all the way from South America.
Down Louisiana way. Nice country. He'll bring you home to wing. He says, I got away with the critters. But you better get away with this one before your pa sees it. He's getting a craw full of you dragging home them critters.
Where is Pa?
Out front, soling shoes.
Come on, little Jasper. I better hide you, baby.
It's me, Pearl. Don't you want to kiss me?
Just didn't want to nail us together, Pearl. My doggies, it's good to see you.
It's good to be here.
I thought I heard Pearl's voice.
Granny!
You old rascal, you surprised us. How are things back home?
Fine as frog's hair.
Why didn't you let us know you was coming? We'd met you at the airport.
Oh, Daddy spoiled the surprise. So Daddy wanted to take Jethro out of school, and Mr. Drysdale offered his limousine and livered chauffeur. Thanks a heap. Honey, May, it's good to see you.
Well, tell us all about Jeffrey getting married.
Did you have a big fancy wedding in your parlor?
Sure she did. Pearl's been planning that for years.
It didn't quite come off the way I planned it.
What happened?
You know, I had Jeffrey all set to marry Albert Ledbetter, that tall spring bean of undertaker over to Ripley.
Good, steady fella, Al. Best undertaker in the whole county.
Only undertakers in the county.
Nice feller, too.
Oh, Granny, I wish you could have seen the way he decorated my parlor. Well, you couldn't walk for the flowers. They weren't all strictly fresh, mind you, and some of them still had the black ribbons on them.
Oh, flowers is flowers.
Al never was one to waste nothing.
Well, what happened, Aunt Pearl? Didn't Cousin Jethrine marry up with Undertaker?
Stood him up, eloped with another man.
There goes my free funeral.
Well, tell me, Pearl, who'd Jethrine elope with?
That drummer from Joplin, Jasper Depew.
Why, he weren't no more than half her size.
I reckon love ain't measured by a yardstick, Granny. And they do look happy. Sent me a snapshot from Turnersville.
How'd old Al Ledbetter take it, Pearl? Jethrine stand him up like that.
Took it right nasty, Jed. He backed his hearse up to the door and hauled away every single flower.
Where'd he take him?
Straight over to Elverna Bradshaw's parlor. He up and married her daughter before them flowers could wilt.
Al never was one to waste nothing.
Jed, I gotta have...
Hello, son.
Ma!
Come, Jim. Jed, don't put me down.
Jethro, what are you doing home from school in the middle of the morning?
Did you hear your ma was coming home?
No, Uncle Jed. They just found out over at school that I ain't got no certificate of health.
What's that?
That's something that says that I'm healthy.
I'm say you're healthy. Now go on back to school.
I gotta have an examination first, Granny.
Stick out your tongue. You're healthy. Get back to school.
Granny, I reckon he's got to be examined by a doctor.
I've been doctoring better than 60 years.
It's gotta be a doctor that's what they call a MD.
What does that stand for?
Mr. Doctor, I reckon.
Well, I'm a MD. Mrs. Doctor.
Granny, maybe he ought to do like the school says, huh?
City doctors.
Trouble is, we don't know no doctors.
Well, I know the critter doctor over to the zoo.
Jethro's a human being, Ellie Mae.
Thank you, Ma.
Why don't we ask Miss Miss Drysdale. I hear tell she's been to every doctor in Beverly Hills.
Hey, Marie, the maid, told me about a doctor she's been going to for 7 years.
He must be a crackerjack. What's his name?
Let me think. It commences with D. I got it! Dr. Twombly.
Twombly don't commence with a D.
Well, doctor does.
You run upstairs and take a bath and put on some clean underwear and get over and see him.
Okay, Ma.
I sure hope Dr. Twombly don't examine his brains. Doctor, this is Jethro Bodine.
Howdy.
How are you, Jethro? Make yourself comfortable on the couch right here.
Thank you.
Well, would you like to tell me all about yourself and why you're here?
Well, why I'm here is that I can't go to school till I get examined by you.
I see. Just lie back and relax.
Well, thank you.
Now, suppose you tell me about this problem you're having at school.
Well, my biggest problem is staying awake while the teacher's talking.
Well, that might be nothing more than a benign subconscious rejection of authority represented by the teacher. It doesn't mean that you necessarily lack interest or capability or intelligence. Above all, you mustn't let this cause you any distress. Together, we will probe into the underlying causations and... So good to feel needed.
Anyway, this little critter just scared the living daylights out of your Aunt Pearl. Now, something tells me it just might be yours.
I'm awful sorry, Paul. I plumb forgot I hid him in Aunt Pearl's dresser drawer. He just loves to get in betwixt clothes and snooze.
Give me a terrible start, Ellie. I thought it was a fur muffin. Started to stick my hand in and he bit right down on it. Oh, I let out a yell, I can tell you.
I heard you clean down to the cement pond. You're yodeling better than ever.
Granny, I was
I
young.
reckon a ornery critter like this ought to be outside instead of in the house scaring folks.
Oh, leave her, stagehead. I'm commencing to like her yodeling.
Oh, Granny. Has anybody heard anything of Jethro? He's been at that doctor for a good spell now.
Ah, rest easy, Pearl. There's a lot of boy there to examine.
Now, Jethro, during your few waking moments, you have managed to tell me that your mother's a widow.
Oh, yes, sir.
I'd like you to tell me all about your mother. I'm very interested in her.
Don't blame you. She's pretty.
That's fine. Now then, Jethro, what's your relationship to your mother?
I'm her son.
Yes, I know that. But how do you feel about her? Do you like her?
Oh, I sure do. She's a dandy, yeah.
Does she ever give you hostile emotions or aggressive tendencies?
Well, she would if I asked her for them.
Yes, well, suppose we talk about your father. Do you remember him?
Oh, yes, sir. He used to take me hunting. Taught me how to shoot with a rifle when I was just a little feller.
Oh, you were good buddies when he was alive.
Oh, yes, sir.
Did you miss him?
I never shot at him.
Well, suppose you tell me about the rest of your family. Do you have any brothers?
No, sir. But I got a sister that's got one.
Well, that would be you, Jethro.
No, sir. Her name is Jethrine.
Why don't you go back to sleep for a while?
Oh, Granny, wait till you see what all's in here. Every last thing you asked me to bring back from the hills.
Oh, bless you, Pearl. Coon root. Pearl, you'll never know how I needed this. When you simmer this in slippery elm tea, it is first rate for chills and fever.
Dried crawdad tail.
Big rascals, too. When they is ground up to powder. You can't beat it for easing headaches, curing warts, and seasoning sauerkraut.
Catfish whiskers. Oh. Sump water. Oh. Dogwood bark. The skins from 3 full-grown newts caught at midnight under a full moon.
You ain't gonna believe this, but you just can't buy these in Beverly Hills.
That's a fact, Pearl. Jethro drove me up to 5 big department stores out here, and not one of them had a newt skin.
When it comes to charms and potions, you might just as well not commence unless you got the midnight moonlight caught fully grown newt.
Pearl, did you do all this gathering yourself?
Oh, no, not yet. I had company, especially for the midnight moonlight newt hunt.
Anybody I know?
Oh, 3 of the most marriageable men in the hills.
That'd be Jack Cantrell, Widower Lloyd, and Old Man Casey.
Oh, he ain't so old. I declare, I had to watch out more for him than the newts.
I'm surprised you didn't get married while you was back home, Pearl.
I had plenty of chances, Granny, but I got sport living out here. So I'm going to hold out for one of them good-looking, snappy-dressing, money-spending Beverly Hills fellas.
Ma,
Well, what'd the doctor say? Are you well? Are you healthy?
I never did find out. But when that Dr. Twombly heard that you was my ma, that's all he talked about from then on.
You talking about me?
He must ask a dozen questions about you.
But Jethro, I don't even know the man.
Well, he sure knows about you. And he'd like you to come to his office to see you.
When?
Well, he says the sooner the better. And he's a good looker, too.
Bet you Mrs. Drysdale told him about me. I'll hurry and put on my star-bought hair and my society dress.
Jethro, this Dr. Twombly, pretty nice fella?
Yes, sir. But he's awful nosy, though. Never stops asking questions.
He's interested.
But there's one thing about him Ma ain't gonna like. He's a messy writer.
Yeah?
Yes, sir. You know how Ma's always fussing at me for spilling ink in my writing book?
Yeah?
Well, he showed me one of his books, and Uncle Jed, it's the biggest mess of ink blots you ever saw.
Mrs. Bodine, how nice to see you. I'm Dr. Twombly.
Bonjour, s'il vous plaît, I'm sure.
You obviously are a more sophisticated woman than I was led to believe.
Merci, n'est-ce pas?
Excuse me. Step over to the couch and make yourself comfortable. Oh, sit down. Sit down. Relax. Let's get acquainted.
You get the wrong idea just because I talk French.
Oh, Dean, you don't.
You bet I don't.
Here you are, Doctor. And I postponed your golf date until 3.
Thank you.
Dr. Twombly?
Yes, but I'm busy right now.
I'm sorry, you cannot see the doctor without an appointment.
I wouldn't count on that, ma'am. It might be a good idea for you to leave the room.
Who are you?
Name's Jed Clampett, blood cousin to Pearl Bodine.
Good. It's all right, nurse. Mr. Clampett, I'm glad to see you.
Before I shake your hand, maybe I better speak my piece.
By all means. Sit down.
I'd rather stay in, thanks, and I'll get right to the point. Back where I come from, we don't take kindly to anybody trifling with our female kinfolks.
But, Mr. Clampett,
I take into account that this is a big city, and your ways are probably different than ours. When my cousin Pearl tells me she hadn't no more than said howdy, and you commence pulling her to the settee, my doggies, that's dropping a rusty bucket down my well.
Mr. Clampett, you don't understand. I do this every day. I'm a psychiatrist.
But I'd try to get cured of that if I was you. Unless you're liable to wind up bad hurt.
Let me explain and apologize for the mistaken impression.
You can come out the house, explain to Granny, and apologize to Pearl.
I'd love to come to your house. I want to meet every member of your family.
Well, that'll be fine. But keep a tight hold on your feelings. I reckon Cousin Pearl can look after herself, but I got a daughter, Helly Mae, and I catch you making one move in her direction, you're gonna find yourself weighing about 3 bullets heavier.
Pearl, drink the sassafras tea. I bolstered it up with a little Mountain Dew. Calm you down.
Thank you, Granny.
Pearl, I wish you'd wear this thing or put it away. I keep thinking it's one of Ellie's critters. A bit ago, I tried to feed it a saucer of milk.
Pearl? You do something different to your hair? Oh, Pearl, Jethro and me brung that Dr. Twombly home here so he could apologize to you.
Oh, I got it. No mirror in here.
I hope you didn't whoop him to where he's no good for shooting.
You ain't gonna shoot nobody, Granny. That's why I come in here first.
You whooped him too bad, huh?
I whooped my toe.
How come?
Poor fella's so sickly, he gotta have a nurse handy all the time. Jethro, bring him on in here. Dr. Twombly, this here is Granny.
I'm pleased to meet you, Granny.
He don't look too sickly to whoop.
You want me to whoop him, Granny?
You go look for some chores.
What, for instance?
Put some air in the truck tire.
They won't hold no more air, Uncle Jed.
Well, then let some out and then put some in.
I never get to do anything I want to do. Somebody's always saying, do this, do that, put air in, take air out. I don't know.
Granny, where's Ellie?
She's out back running a new Jaguar around the yard.
Well, I'll go fetch her. I reckon you'll be safe with him.
Sit down, Doctor.
Thank you.
So, you call yourself a doctor, do you?
Well, I do hold several degrees.
All right, Doctor. How do you cure warts?
Warts?
Yeah, warts.
Well, dermatology isn't my field, but I assume electrodesiccation is still the preferred method. Oh, is there a newer method?
Stump water and lye, mixed with ground up crawdad tails, daubed on with the leg bone of a buzzard, just before the moon comes up. Think you can remember that?
Well, I'll try.
How do you cure quinsy?
Quinsy? Tonsillitis.
No, that wouldn't cure it.
An inflammation of the pharyngeal area.
I don't care what you call it, that wouldn't cure quinsy. Quick, what kind of poultice for rising in the ear?
Poultice.
What's acidity for?
Well,
How would you cure the vapors?
I...
What about the drowsies? Aching joints, stone bruises, corns, dander, twinges, and proud flesh.
These things are outside my field.
A doctor goes where he's needed. He don't just stay on his own land.
Now, you sit right back down. Remember what I told you. Hey, this here is Dr. Twombly.
Howdy.
How do you do? Are you the young lady with the new Jaguar?
I sure am. You want to see it?
Well, yes, I'm an enthusiast myself. Is it in the garage?
Yeah, right in the yard. Come on.
Now, you sit right there. Ellie Mae, bring it in the house.
A Jaguar in the house?
Is it all right, Pa?
Yeah, as long as you don't take it upstairs again.
Bonjour again, Doctor.
Oh, Mrs. Bodine, I am so sorry my actions in the office were misconstrued.
They was downright forward, but if you want to court me proper, you can come into the parlor.
Uncle Jed, looky here.
How'd that happen?
Well, I was blowing air into it like this here. When all of a sudden, pow!
Jethro, I told you and I told you, use the pump. You always bust the tires when you blow them up by mouth.
Okay, Ma. Hey, is he going to be my new daddy?
Me?
I reckon that's up to him, Jethro. We do have a nice parlor for proper courting.
Watch out, Pearl. Here comes Ellie and her Jaguar.
Well, goodbye, folks. It's been weird.
Doctor, wait, we got a big out in the parlor.
Yes, I suggest you get on it. All of you. I'll send someone over.
Well, Walter, he run out on me. Ooh.
Hey, Ma, you want me to catch him and tote him back?
Let him go. Let him go.
But, Granny, it might be my only chance to get a Beverly Hills doctor.
Doctor my foot. Unless Ellie brings home a 6-foot duck, you ain't never gonna run into a bigger quack.
Oh, I'm sorry you got all tangled up in the rope.
Well, I am rather helpless. If a man were to try and kiss me now, I couldn't resist.
You couldn't?
No, I'd be at his mercy.
Don't worry about that. Ain't no man gonna kiss you while I'm here.
Jethro, you are like a magnificent skyscraper with an uncompleted penthouse.
Thank you.
Oh, that reminds me, Dr. Twomley is most anxious to see you again.
Well, I'm anxious to see him, too. He never did give me my certificate of health for school.
Well, Dr. Twomley is not an internist or diagnostician. He works in the field of psychiatry.
Well, as soon as he gets done working in that field and gets back to his office, I sure would like to see him.
Well, that's in his office now, but what I want to explain is...
Hey, I better hustle down there right now. Miss Potts says without I have a doctor's certificate, I can't graduate into the 6th grade.
Jethro?
Oh, good morning, Granny.
Morning, Miss Hathaway. Where's Jethro? I told him to string me a clothesline in here. I'm gonna have to take a hickory switch to that boy again.
He's gone, Granny, but you don't need a clothesline.
I sure do. Can't hang him outside. It's gonna rain today.
But, Granny, you have an automatic clothes dryer that... Rain today.
That's right.
Well, I just read the weather forecast in the morning paper, and it says fair.
Yeah, it's gonna be a pretty fair rain.
Granny, the Government Weather Bureau says no rain today.
Is that a fact?
Granny? Oh, howdy there, Miss Hathaway.
Howdy.
Granny, your soap's hardening up real good.
I best go out and start cutting it into cakes. It's gonna rain today.
Miss Clampett, perhaps you can ease Granny's mind about this rain.
Oh, that don't vex Granny none. She likes rain. Besides, it don't rain enough out here.
It's not going to rain today.
Who says it ain't?
The U.S. Weather Bureau.
Who's he?
If I had to narrow it down to one he, I guess I would have to say chief meteorologist.
Well, yeah, them Indians is pretty good at reading rain signs, but I'll go along with Granny.
The United States Weather Bureau does not depend upon rain signs. It is a vast complex of highly skilled meteorologists working with the latest scientific equipment. They send balloons tens of thousands of feet into the air to measure wind velocity, barometric pressure, moisture content, and temperature. Their radar network scans the weather all over the continent. Their weather satellites are out in space circling the globe. Now, what does Granny have to compare with this in making a weather forecast?
Twinges. Them little stabbing pains in her bones.
I know what twinges are, but they can hardly be considered dependable weather prophets.
I reckon they as good as balloons. Granny's got other ways of telling when rain's on the way. She studies ants and spiders and listens to the way the owl hoots and other things.
I'm afraid superstitions and omens cannot compete with knowledge and experience.
Well, I'm glad you're coming around to our way of thinking. Where's Jethro? Granny's going to want him to tote that soap in before it rains.
He's gone to Dr. Twombly's office.
Good. He's going to need that health certificate at school.
I've got to have it before I can graduate to 5th grade.
You're in the 5th grade?
Yes, sir. Fixing to scoot right on up into the 6th quick as you can give me my certificate of health.
Jethro, a simple physical examination's no problem. I want to explore your mental capacity, your cerebral region.
Should I take off my shirt?
No. That won't be necessary. Just make yourself comfortable on the couch over there.
What did you do to your thumb?
Oh, I have a patient who thinks he's a dog.
I hope this examination won't take too long. I got to get to school before it rains.
Oh, you don't have to worry about that, Jethro. It isn't going to rain.
Oh, yes, it is. Granny says so. When Granny says something's going to happen, it happens.
Sounds like she has remarkable powers.
Strongest little woman you ever did see.
I meant clairvoyant powers. Would you say she's a medium?
No, sir, I'd say she's a small. She's strong as a medium, and if she ever took a switch to you, you'd know it.
Has she ever taken a switch to you?
Well, she sure has. Woo.
And you stood for it?
Last time stood for pretty near 2 days.
Sounds like your grandmother is rather savage.
Sometimes she's as ornery as a mud wasp in a dry gourd.
Violent temper.
I'll say.
You're afraid of her.
Oh, yes, sir.
She's vicious,
Well, that's a fact.
mean,
Darn tootin'.
cruel.
Oh, yes, sir.
You hate her.
Granny? Why, she's the sweetest little woman that ever lived.
But you said she whips you.
Well, she sure does.
How often?
Just as often as I need it.
Jethro, you're quite a remarkable boy.
Oh, is the examination over?
No, just fine. Now, you say you don't hate your grandmother. But how do you feel about your Uncle Jed? Is he a strict disciplinarian?
Uncle Jed says that's nobody's business.
What?
He says it don't matter what church you go to, just so long as you go.
My question wasn't about religion.
Well, if you ever get one, you just ask Uncle Jed, because he can quote the good book from cover to cover.
That's wonderful. So you like your Uncle Jed?
Oh, yes, sir. Well, back home, I used to brag that Uncle Jed could outshoot, outlift, outhunt, outfight, and outfigure any man in them there hills.
I say back home, you were proud of him.
Oh, yes, sir.
But now that you're in Beverly Hills, surrounded by well-educated, well-dressed, sophisticated, important, and successful men, you still brag about him?
No, sir, I don't.
Uh-huh. Why not?
Uncle Jed says it's sinful to shame these puny little city fellers.
Miss Hathaway, how well do you know that there, Dr. Twombly?
Well, I'm not a patient of his, but he has a very big reputation.
I think I know how he got it.
What do you mean?
I wasn't in his office for 2 minutes, and he tried to lure me to his couch.
Well, he does that with everybody. He's a psychiatrist.
Yeah, he admitted that to me, and I told him he ought to try to get himself cured.
Psychiatry is what he practices.
Well, he ain't gonna practice on Pearl.
Now then, Jethro, as I've already explained, sometimes we have hostilities and aggressions which are so deeply hidden from our conscious mind that they reveal themselves only in our dreams. Now, please, try again to recall for me a few of your dreams. Jethro. I want you to tell me about your dreams.
You keep asking me about my dreams, but you won't let me sleep long enough to have one.
Let's forget about the dreams and go back to your conscious relationship with your family. Now, we've established that you love your mother, adore your grandmother, and worship your Uncle Jed. How do you feel about your cousin Ellie Mae?
Dr. Twombly, there is times when I'd like to whoop the tar out of that girl.
And just when is that?
When she whoops the tar out of me.
What do you mean?
Well, she's all the time wrestling me down, getting a toehold or an arm lock on me. I'm that smart.
You mean to tell me that that beautiful and fragile-looking girl can engage you in combat and emerge victorious?
No, sir. But she can whoop the tar out of me wrestling.
And that makes you angry?
You bet.
You want revenge?
Yes, sir.
She disgraces you?
Yes, sir.
Shames you?
Yes, sir.
And you hate her?
Ellie Mae? Well, shucks, no. I'd cut off my right arm for her.
Jethro, don't you hate anybody?
Well, I'm commencing to get a mite put out with you for not giving me my certificate of health.
All right, Jethro. You take this note to Dr. Wilson across the hall, and he'll give you your certificate for school.
Thank you. Oh, howdy, Mr. Drysdale.
Well, Jethro, hello.
You going in to see Dr. Twombly?
Briefly, yes.
Do you hate your mother?
No.
Well, don't tell the doctor. Seems to disappoint him something awful. Come in.
Hello, Gene.
Oh, Milburn.
Oh, biting nails again?
Your wife was scheduled for this hour.
Yes, I know. She just called me from the beauty parlor. She's running a little late there and felt she needed that more than this. And I have to agree.
Your wife's doing fine. She's greatly improved.
Oh, really? You know, it's hard to believe that once she was worse than she is now.
Oh, I'm greatly indebted to both of you for putting me in contact with that wonderful Clampett family.
Fascinating, aren't they?
Remarkable. Jethro is the most uncomplicated teenager I've ever met.
Yeah, the whole family's uncomplicated. Happy as hogs in a mud water.
You are close to them.
I'm proud of it.
You're just the man to get me back in their good graces.
Oh? What happened?
Jethro's mother misunderstood my invitation to the couch. I'm persona non grata.
You just come with me. I can fix that.
Wonderful. I'm especially anxious to question Granny. That little woman is a walking encyclopedia of mountain medicine, superstition, and phenomena. She absolutely fascinates me.
Maybe I ought to ride into town with them and stop off at Dr. Twomley's office. See what's happened with Jethro. Pearl, don't throw yourself at that goomer doctor. Oh, he ain't no goomer doctor. Well, he ain't a regular doctor. I asked him. I says, how do you cure warts? And he commences giving me a lot of talk about a electric needle. Right quick, I says, how are you going to thread it? With baling wire? He had no answer for that one.
Maybe he ain't just the best doctor that ever come along, but I kind of like him.
Well, I still say don't throw yourself at him, Pearl. If you want to see him, I'll conjure him over here.
How?
My love charm. I got him all wound up. All it needs is a little starting powder and you to say the magic words.
Granny, I don't hold with conjures and love charms.
Pearl, with your boy in a Beverly Hills school, why do you want to stay so ignorant?
We don't use this kind of stuff in Beverly Hills.
That's why it's so powerful out here. They don't know how to fight it. Open the pouch, you might. And I'll sift in a little starting powder, and then you hold it to your heart, and you say the magic words.
Granny, I don't know how to do it.
I'll show you. Now you watch. Darling, darling, my true love, come a-swooping like a dove.
Oh, Granny! Granny! There's somebody here to see you.
Granny, I couldn't wait to see you again.
Great cows and gnats, I conjured them for myself. Get away from me, it's Pearl you want, not me. Toads and buzzards, bats so mean, switch the spell to Pearl Bodine. Stay away from me. You hear it in here. Stay away from me. You stay away from me.
But, Mr. Clampett, you don't understand. I
Just calm down, Dr. Twomby. Over here and sit on the sofa while you get a grip on yourself.
Well, I'll be getting back to the bank, Gene. I see you're in good hands.
No, Milburn, wait. What's going on? Explain it to me.
He explained the behavior of these uncomplicated people to Beverly Hills' leading psychiatrist.
No, Milburn, wait.
Sorry. I want to pick up my wife at the beauty shop before the rain.
Rain? What rain? The forecast says clear.
You'll learn. So long, scientist.
Mr. Clampett, I am perfectly all right. All I want to do is see Granny.
I know that, but you gotta control the urge till she can break the spell.
What spell?
The one she throwed on you by accident.
I'd like to talk to her about it.
You would, but just simmer down a little first.
I told you that love charm would work twice as powerful on these Beverly Hills men.
I can't believe it. I just can't believe it.
I tried to switch it over to you, but it had too strong a hold on him. I'll have to break the spell now with my letting go powder, and then start all over for you.
Now, understand me, I don't blame you for the way you feel. Ain't no finer women growed in the whole world than in the hills back home. Now, you take my cousin Pearl.
Granny, wait, what did you do to me? Come back. I want to talk to you. Granny, please.
Granny, looks like the spell ain't broken.
Never seen a man held so tight in the grip of love.
You gotta remember, this feller's a psychiatrist to start with. Now stay right where you are, Doctor. I'll bring Granny in to see you just like I promised, and Pearl, too.
Jed, how do I look?
Fetching as a fat hog on market day. Let's go see how Granny's doing. Granny. Doggy, you'd scare away vultures.
I do appreciate this, Granny.
Me too. Come on.
I'm glad to get rid of the rascal. Why, they must be 30, 40 years difference in our ages.
At least.
I'm not about to get mixed up in one of them May and December courtships.
Here they are.
Bonjour, Monsieur Doctor.
You didn't let... I never got... you didn't let...
Pearl, I never see a spell to beat this one. I got him settled down. I think I found his weak spot, Pearl.
What's that?
He's mighty fond of music. Come on in, yodel for him.
Jed, I just can't bust out yodeling for no reason.
Well, don't worry. I'll lead you into it real natural.
Well, I just hope it helps to get his mind off Granny.
Me too, Pearl. I'm getting awful tired of that young feller chasing me. Why, there must be 20 years difference in our ages.
At least. Come on, Pearl.
By dingy's daisy, it was your love charm that got him started. But maybe it's your own charm that keeps him going.
Oh, say, Dr. Twombly, did I ever tell you about my cousin Pearl here being an extra fine cook and housekeeper?
Yes, you did.
Did I tell you about her dressmaking?
Yes?
Sock darning and shirt mending?
Yes.
Well, speaking of yodeling, at least, Pearl. Ever hear anything like that, Doctor?
Never.
You got any requests?
Yes, I'd like to see Granny.
Tuck away, it's going to start to rain.
But Granny, the paper says that...
Stoop when I tell you.
Did I hear Jeff? Oh, here you are, Granny. Thank goodness. At last, maybe we can be alone together for a little while. I've got so much to talk to you about.
Before we begin, I want to remind you that I ain't no spring chicken.
I couldn't care less. I'm glad you're the age you are.
Well, you ain't exactly just hatched out of the egg yourself.
So much the better. Gives us more in common.
Well, as long as you got your eyes wide open, let's go into the parlor.
No, wait. I've got a better idea. We'll only be interrupted in there. My car's out front. We'll go for a drive. We can talk much better that way.
Is that your car out front with no top on it?
Yes, I always take the top off this time of the year.
Well, we can't go driving because it's going to start to rain.
No, it isn't.
No, I say it is.
But I heard the news on the way over. The weather forecast is for clear skies.
What time is it?
A little before 3.
It's going to start to shower any minute.
No, it isn't.
No, I say it is.
What makes you think so?
I've been reading the signs.
What signs?
The way the ants is banking the dirt up in front of their holes. And the owl is hooting close to the house during the day.
Fascinating. Come on. You can tell me all about it while we drive around.
I told you I ain't going driving in the rain.
But, Granny, it isn't going to rain.
You are the muliest goomer of a doctor I ever did see.
Come on.
Come on, Granny, help us coming.
I knew this would happen if we stayed here.
Leave him be, Jed. We's old enough to know what we's doing. Besides, he's got to get his car under cover before the rain hits.
It isn't going to rain. Now, look, let me show you. Look! Did you ever see such a clear blue sky, such a... It's that black thing.
rain clouds. My doggies, Granny, you hit it right on the nose.
Oh, my God!
That poor fellow's gonna get soaked, but I reckon a cold shower won't hurt him none. Might even broke the love spell you throw it on him, Granny.
Oh, I don't care about that no more. Things wouldn't have worked out between him and me no way.
Well, what do you mean?
He's too old and set in his ways.
Granny, Jethro said you want him a Benny Rooster for something.
I sure do, Ellie. I just heard that Jane Hathaway is sick of bed, and I want to cook her up a nice big pot of chicken broth.
Well, that's not... Granny, you ain't fixing to cook Earl.
Oh, of course not, Ellie. But I figured you could turn him loose in the neighborhood, and he just might bring home a plump little hen. Good-looking little fella here, Earl.
Well, Granny, I don't reckon Earl wants you to cook none of his sweethearts neither.
Well, maybe you're right. Just turn him loose outside. And if a chicken hawk shows up, Jethro can bag him. They make awful good broth if you simmer them long enough.
Jethro tells me Miss Jane is ill and you're fixing the doctor for her.
That's right, Jed. Trouble is, I don't know for sure just what she's got. What she told you, Jethro?
Oh, she's got something called sick benefits. Sick benefits? Yes, sir. Well, I called her apartment this morning to find out could she come to supper tonight. And she says, I'm sick in bed, Jethro. And I says, well, Granny will come on over and doctor you. And she says, well, you tell Granny there's already a doctor on the way because I got sick benefits.
I bet it's something like a sick headache or maybe a sick stomach.
I reckon it's worse than that, Ellie, because this is catching.
Is that a fact?
Yes, sir. Miss Jane says pretty near everybody that works down at the bank has got sick benefits.
That's because they don't wear ass-affinity bags.
Me, like Mr. Drysdale, got himself a heap of trouble down to the bank.
Is Mr. Drysdale sick too, Jethro?
No, I asked Miss Jane that. And she says the executives, that's the higher-ups, like the vice presidents, they don't have sick benefits.
Probably because they eat better and they get more rest. And they wear ass-affinity bags around their neck.
Well, I reckon we all ought to pitch in and help Mr. Drysdale. He must be mighty short-handed down to the bank.
Well, I can help count the money. Arithmetic is my best study in school. I'm up to 12 times 12 now.
Well, how much is 12 times 12, Jethro?
Wait a minute. Okay, now hold up 2 fingers. 12 times 1 is 12. 12 times 2 is 24. 12 times 3 is 36.
Now, never mind, Jethro. We's all right proud of you, but right now we all better hurry down to the bank, see how we can help Mr. Drysdale. Come on, everybody. I'll go in first. The rest of you wait here.
How come?
We don't know how catching that sickness is.
Miss Hathaway, how can you do this to me? Now, you know the bankers' convention is in town, and I'm making the keynote speech. What? Well, you haven't finished writing it for me. Now, listen, couldn't you come in today and be sick tomorrow? 103 fever. Well, I'll turn on the air conditioning. Don't pay any attention to Dr. Murphy. I know him. He's trying to make a big thing out of this so he can collect a big fee. Oh, fine, Doctor. I knew you were there. That's why I made a joke about it. Huh? Oh, of course. Certainly. Yes. Keep her in bed. Goodbye, Doctor. Come in.
How do you, Mr. Drysdale?
Mr. Clampett, hello. What can I do for you?
Well, I reckon right now it's what can I do for you? We heard about all the sickness.
Oh, don't let that concern you.
Anything you need.
Well, nothing except a secretary, a new doctor, a speechwriter, and someone to take over my work.
For a fellow with all them troubles, you sure keeping your spirits up.
Well, I try to keep laughing so I won't cry. Oh, will you answer the door?
Oh, howdy, young feller. You want to see Mr. Drysdale?
Yeah.
Come in, come in.
No, not today. Now leave me alone.
See you later, Mr. Drysdale.
Yes, and thank you so much.
Just being neighborly.
Who was that?
Never mind him. Who are you?
Oh, we met the other day when I started to work here, Mr. Drysdale. I'm the new teller trainee. My name is...
What do you want?
That's why I noticed that you were without a secretary, and, well, I thought I might be able to help.
You take shorthand?
Oh, I don't mean me, sir. However, there is someone from the secretarial pool that I'd like to recommend.
Oh? Who?
Well, the chick, the lady at the first desk, I believe her name is Kitty Northcross.
The one that wears the tight sweaters?
Yeah. Does she? Oh, I only observed her efficiency.
Yeah. Forget it.
Oh, yes, sir. Thank you, Skipper.
Who?
Well, sir, I just got out of the Navy, and I like to consider this bank my new ship, and you my new captain. And I'm proud to be aboard, sir, because I know that your genius will pilot this ship of finance through the reefs of adversity and the stormy seas of competition until we drop anchor in the harbor of success.
Bilgewater.
Aye, aye, sir. Thank you, sir.
And now to continue my speech. Gentlemen, it is my observation that a bank is like a ship. Its president, the captain. It is his responsibility to pilot that ship through the reefs of adversity and the stormy seas of competition until he drops anchor in the harbor of success. At this point, take a sip of water and wait for applause.
Oh, good, Ellie, you're all ready. We best be getting down to the bank quick as we can.
Well, Pop, do you reckon I know enough to be a banker's secretary?
Shucks, yes, Ellie, especially since I'm going to be the banker.
Oh, did Mr. Drysdale take it?
Oh, he had to speak at a convention. He says all he needs is a secretary, a speechwriter, a new doctor, and somebody to do his work.
Granny's a dandy doctor, but who can write speeches?
Well, Jethro found one in a book already wrote. He's in there helping Granny now mix medicine for Miss Jane.
Now my secret yarb. Don't stand too close to it while it's working, Jim.
That'll cure Miss Jane, huh, Granny?
It'll cure anything. I gave it to a sick horse one morning. That afternoon, he won a race.
You doctored a racehorse?
No, a plow horse. He never raced before.
Jethro? Pa says let's get it going.
Come on, Ellie. You got your speech with Mr. Drysdale?
Yes, ma'am. One of the greatest speeches ever wrote. 7 years ago, we brought forth to this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal.
My dingies, that's a dandy speech. I'm proud of you.
I didn't write it. That was written by Abraham Lincoln, the president that whooped the South.
South was not whooped.
Granny, General Lee surrendered to General Grant.
He did not. General Lee figured that Grant was a blacksmith. And he handed him his sword so he could sharpen it. And don't you ever forget it!
Oh, hello, Margaret. What? You want me to pick you up at the beauty shop when? But, dear, you know I'm making the keynote address at the bankers' convention. All right, darling, I'll cut it short. Will you stay out of here, you nut? I'm sorry. I thought it was someone else. I'm terribly upset today.
That's why we's all pitching in to help. Ellie here is going to take Miss Jane's place while Granny gets her well.
No, you don't have to do that.
Oh, it's no more than any neighbor do.
Well, I do appreciate your kindness. I'm running late, so please make yourself comfortable. See you later.
Oh, Mr. Drysdale, here's your speech.
Oh, I did forget it, didn't I? Thank you, Jethro.
Oh, you will.
Well, goodbye, all, and thanks again.
Bye.
Bye.
He's gone, Pa. Reckon you in charge now.
Are you going to take his place, Uncle Jed?
Sure going to try.
Well, sit down to your desk and go to banking. I want to see how you do it.
Me too.
Are you banking yet, Paul?
Well, I reckon not, Ellie. I'm just waiting to bank.
How do you do it, Uncle Jeff?
Well, according to Mr. Drysdale, banking is mostly giving people money when they need it.
I'll get it, Paul. That's what a secretary's supposed to do. Howdy, this here's Mr. Drysdale's office, but Mr. Clampett's in charge now. Yes, sir, you bet you can.
Howdy there. You need money? Well, come right on over and get it.
Hot diggity, he's banking now, everybody.
Come in, Mr. Northcross.
Gee, Mr. Billington.
Just call me Bob, doll.
Was this going to be my new office? Bob Doll?
Could be, honey. I've been speaking to Milburn about you.
Milburn?
The president, baby, the president.
Oh, Mr. Drysdale.
Had a girl, oink.
Oink?
Just a term of affection, doll. It means I'm a hog about you.
Oh, that's cute. I think.
Swell. Now, listen, about tonight, this apartment where you live, can you cook there?
Well, I don't know. I've never tried.
You got a stove?
I think so.
Well, how about a can opener?
Oh, I know we've got one of those. I used it the other night to open a bottle of wave set when we did our hair. Mother and me.
Your mother lives with you?
No, I live with her.
Swell.
Rescuing the Army of American citizens from the Dunkirk of financial difficulty. Let us take them aboard.
That's enough, Jethro. No wonder Mr. Drysdale needed himself a speechwriter. That's pitiful.
I didn't understand it.
Me neither, and I'm a banker.
Well, I reckon I'd best get out to Miss Hathaway's desk. I ain't sure I know what to do.
Well, just watch others, Ellie, and do like them. That's the way we learn.
Yes, sir, Pop.
Now, listen, honey, is your mother going to be home tonight?
Oh, we're going to set our hair again.
Well, hello there.
Hello there. Well, she's sitting at my desk.
Get lost, honey, huh?
But Bob,
Mr. Billington.
Oh, Mr. Billington.
Wait, in the vault.
Well, what about tonight? Can I tell Mom you're coming by?
Not tonight, honey. I don't need my hair set. Hey.
Hey.
This is gonna be wild. Tell me something. You don't live with your mother, do you?
No, sir, do you?
No, sir. What's your name?
Ellie Mae Clampett.
Well, there it is, Ellie, and you may clamp it. You don't by any chance wrestle at night, do you?
Oh, I like to wrestle anytime.
Scooby-Doo.
Well, Scooby-Doo, you want to wrestle now?
Later, baby, later. Listen, suppose I drop over to your place tonight.
Well, fine.
You haven't got a roommate, have you?
No, sir, I got a room all to myself.
Now, listen, here's the action. I swing by your pad about 7. I bring some bossa nova records, and we trample a few grapes, huh? And we blast off to the local coffee shop, one where they don't hit me for too much bread. Then we swing back to your pad for a little moon orbit. Do you dig?
Oh, yes, sir.
Crazy.
Whenever Paul goes fishing. I dig his words.
You wouldn't put me on, would you?
Why, sure. Jethro? I ain't tall enough to put you on myself, but Jethro can do it.
Yes, who's Jethro?
Yeah, Ellie Mae?
If this little fella wants to be put on something.
Okay. Where would you want me to put you, little fella? Oh, I'd like to be put on your list of friends.
And now, gentlemen, it's with a great deal of pleasure that I introduce our keynote speaker, the distinguished president of the Commerce Bank of Beverly Hills, Mr. Milburn Drysdale.
fellow bankers. 407 years ago, our fathers brought forth upon this continent a new nation. Well, now, some of you seem to be amused because I have chosen the humble words of Abraham Lincoln to keynote this convention. But those of you who understand banking at its highest level will understand the significance of these words as I say, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal.
Paul, this here's Mr. Wilson, the man that called you about borrowing money.
Well, howdy there, Mr. Wilson. I'm pleased to meet you. Sit down a spell.
Well, thank you, sir.
Hey, have a smoke?
Yes, thank
Hey, maybe Mr. Wilson like a nice cold pitcher of spring water or some coffee or tea or something.
Would you, Mr. Wilson?
No, thanks, young lady.
You look all tuckered out.
Yes, I am. I've been going from bank to bank trying to borrow some money.
Didn't they have none?
Well, none that they wanted to loan me. You see, Mr. Clampett, my chicken ranch is mortgaged to the hilt. I've no credit, no collateral. I need money to buy feed.
Well, we got a vault full of it. How much money you need?
See, if I just had enough... Are you kidding me?
Hey, let me take him out the vault and show him the money.
No. Would you really lend me the money?
Well, that's what banks is for, ain't it?
Well, yes, but I'm poor. I have no security.
Ain't no shame being poor as long as you're honest.
How do you know I'm honest?
Well, if you wasn't, you'd be telling me about how much you got instead of how much you ain't got.
Mr. Clampett, I've never met a banker like you before.
Oh, shucks, Mr. Drysdale can outbank me any day in the week.
He must be a wonderful man.
You bet he is the best banker around here. Now, how much money would you like to have?
Well, sir, I really need $5,000, but I can squeeze by on 3 or 4.
Billy May, go fetch this man $5,000.
Yes, sir, Paul.
Bring him a cup of that cider that Granny sent down to ward off sick benefits. Doggone if he don't look like he's coming down with it.
Hey, Paul.
Hey, Doc. I hear some square put the bite on your old man for a gang of bread.
What?
But he laid $5,000 on him.
Oh, you mean Mr. Wilson?
That's a cat. How'd he get it?
Well, he told Paul he needed it for his chickens.
You're kidding. What would chickens do with all that money?
It was for Mr. Wilson to buy feed. He's got a chicken ranch.
And your dad gave him $5,000 for chicken feed?
Why, sure. Paul's got $35 million.
$35 million?
And he likes folks that raises critters.
Do you think he's got time to see a young critter raiser?
Well, sure. Go on in.
I'll dig you later, Chuck. Mr. Clampett, sir, my name's Bob Billington, and your lovely daughter told me that you could spare me a few moments of your valuable time.
You bet I will, young fella. What's on your mind?
Well, sir, I work here at the bank, but my heart's back on the ranch. The chicken ranch, that is. Or was, until I lost all of my chickens. Sweet little critters.
How'd you lose them?
Well, sir, I'm not sure. I just woke up one morning and they were gone. I guess one of them left the gate open.
What kind of chickens were they?
Just regular kind, you know, with the wings and the feathers and those crazy-looking feet. Mr. Clampett, if I could just borrow $10,000, then I could get back into the business that I love, raising chickens.
I see. How many chickens you want to start with?
Oh, about $10,000 worth.
How many roosters?
Oh, no roosters, just chickens. These days, you gotta specialize.
Ellie Mae?
Oh, howdy, Mr. Drysdale. How was your speech?
Sensational. The high point of the convention. Listen, did a man named Wilson come in here to borrow some money?
Yes, sir, and Paul gave him $5,000.
Oh, bless him. That's what did it.
Did what?
Got me named Banker of the Year. They're putting a plaque in the lobby calling this the Bank with a Heart.
How come?
Well, 6 banks were secretly nominated for the honor. Wilson went to each bank, and this is the only one that gave him money.
Well, that poor man needed it.
Wilson? He's the biggest poultry rancher in the world, and a stockholder in all 6 banks. Oh, is your wonderful father still in there?
Yes, sir.
How about it, Mr. Clampett?
I'm going to give you just what you need.
Great, lay it on me.
A little advice. Get back to your job and forget about chickens.
You were born to command, sir. The voice of authority, the greatest I've ever heard.
What about me?
You are the only one who cuts him, Skipper. What a privilege it is for a young fella like me to see two great leaders together. It's a summit meeting, recreated.
Out of my office, out of my bank. You're fired. You're an irresponsible loafer.
May I give you as a reference, sir? Pleasure having served under your command, sir.
Granny, this here's Mr. Billington, and he wants to court me.
Is that true, young feller?
It ever love it is, Granny.
And you got sick benefits?
Loaded with them.
Open your mouth and close your eyes, and Granny will give you a little surprise. Swallow this.
Hey, you know something? When I was in the Navy, I tasted some jungle juice on Okinawa.
Good-looking young feller.
Good dancer, too. I reckon that's a new dance he's been wanting to teach me. It's called the Bossy Nova.
Granny, you out here?
I'm over here, Jed.
Granny, is that you?
Shucks, no, Jed. I got prettier feet than that. Prettier drumsticks, too.
Well, them is them fancy towels Mr. Drysdale give us.
Yeah, he says they're beach towels, but we use them right here.
Granny, we've got company coming, and I reckon you'd like to get some victuals going.
Who's coming?
Well, one of them rich, high society Beverly Hills fellows named of Armstrong Doozer McHugh III.
The third what?
Third Armstrong Doozer McHugh, I reckon.
You mean to tell me that them McHughes named all three of their young'uns the same name?
I think that's it.
Well, it's none of my business. But dogged if I can see where Armstrong Doozer is such a good name.
Yeah, kind of confusing, too. I reckon that's why they call him first, second, and third.
How'll this feller get acquainted with us?
Well, he ain't yet. Jethro invited him over here to meet us, but between you and me, I think it's Ellie Mae he wants to meet.
Yeah, Jethro's always bragging about his pretty cousin.
I told her there's a fella coming over to meet her, and she promised to put on her prettiest dress.
Well, when that Armstrong Doozer gets a look at Ellie, he's gonna forget what number he is.
Huh?
Over here, Ellie. Ellie Mae Clampett, there is a feller coming to see you.
Well, what's wrong, Pa? I put on my prettiest dress.
Ellie Mae, look at your feet. You ain't got no shoes on.
Well, I'll go put them on.
Come back, Ellie Mae. I just can't think of no quicker way to kill a romance than to meet a feller toting a skunk in your arms.
Is this the Clampett residence?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
He's older than I figured.
And wearing a uniform.
Jethro didn't see he was in the Army.
It's all right, Jed. It's Confederate graves.
Well, howdy there. I'm Jed Clampett. This here is Granny, and I reckon you must be Armstrong Doozer McHugh III.
Oh, no, sir.
The second?
No, ma'am.
That explains him being older. He's the first. Jethro Armstrong's here.
Sir, you don't understand. Excuse me.
Mr. Clampett, I am Armstrong Doozer McHugh III.
Well, howdy there, Armstrong. I fear you're mighty young for Ellie.
Sir, I'm here to play with Jethro. We're classmates in the 5th grade.
Granny, shake hands with Armstrong Dewsbury McHugh III.
Howdy, third.
I am delighted to make your acquaintance.
Mighty big spread of years between the first and the third.
It appears to me the second would be just about right for Ellie.
It's Jethro!
Oh, please, sir, please. Master Armstrong is very delicate.
Jethro won't hurt me. He's my friend.
But you might get a nosebleed at that altitude. Master Armstrong is under the care of several specialists. He's very sickly.
Wilkins, please.
Last week we had nurses around the clock.
Even got a sick clock.
Master Armstrong, please. You're not to get excited. Would you like a tranquilizer?
No.
Come on, everybody, let's go in the house.
I got some victuals cooking.
One moment, please. I must go in the house before Master Armstrong.
I'm sorry about Wilkins, but he has his orders.
What in the Sam Hill are you doing?
This is an allergy spray.
He ain't got no allergies.
Master Armstrong has several.
And spray him.
You don't understand. This spray settles the dust in the room.
Dust in my house? Why, if you weren't wearing the uniform that I dearly love, I'd ram this down your throat and reach in and push the button.
Granny, calm down.
Well, I just mopped and cleaned in here just this morning.
Madam, the air is filled with minute particles invisible to the naked eye.
I don't see them.
Hope you brought your swimsuit, little doozy. We got a dandy big cement pond here.
Oh, I'm afraid I don't know how to swim.
Oh, Jethro will learn you.
Sure.
Oh, no. Master Armstrong's not allowed in the water.
No wonder he's got all them allergies. A good hot bath with lye soap. That's what he needs.
Lye soap? Master Armstrong, I don't think I should leave you here.
Please, Wilkins.
Well, I'll take your temperature and blood pressure before I go.
No, Wilkins, I feel fine.
Oh, very well. With whom shall I leave the young master's schedule on rest, diet, medication, and telephone numbers of doctors?
Well, if it's anything to do with Doctor and Granny, here's the best.
Very well. There you are. Now then, antihistamine pills, tranquilizers, acid pills, anti-acid pills, vitamins, iron, liver, yeast extract, antibiotics. Open up, Master Armstrong. It's time for your throat spray. Just a precautionary measure to see that he fights off the respiratory virus.
If that rascal comes around here, I'll fight him. Over to school, all the big fellas is always picking on little doozy.
But not when Jethro's around.
Oh, I almost forgot. The oxygen tent is in the car. Where shall I set it up?
Tent?
Yes, sir. Master Armstrong usually spends an hour a day in it.
Oh, you like camping, do you? I'll say he does. He's as happy as a itchy pig rubbing against a real fence.
Speaking of pigs, I got some hog jowl stewing and a possum pie in the oven for this little feller's lunch. Come on.
Hog jowl? Possum pie? Do you intend to feed those things to Master Armstrong?
Why, don't he eat that good at home?
Oh, he has an extremely delicate digestive system. At present, he's on a diet of special Swiss yogurt. We hunted all over Beverly Hills to find it.
Jethro, get out your rifle and hunt down one of them Swiss yogurts.
Okay, Uncle Jed. Oh, and I'll take little doozy along to make sure I shoot the right kind.
Sure. Reckon Granny will know how to cook it once she sees it. Does it run or fly?
Neither. Yogurt is inanimate. It just lies there.
Ain't gonna be much sport to shoot, Jethro.
That's a fact.
Hi, has anybody seen little Charlie?
A dog! Go away. Master Armstrong's allergic to all animals.
Ellie! Charlie got in the kitchen.
Ah! A skunk!
Oh, city feller, I wouldn't do that if I was you. He might just return the favor.
Oh, I'm sorry. You've all finished.
Go right ahead and chuck it in there, young fella. Looks like you could use a little fattening up.
That's a fact. I've thrown away chicken bones with more meat on them than he's got.
You want some more, little doozy?
Oh, no, thank you. It was most delicious. I'd like to tell Chef how to make that.
Who's Chef?
Oh, he's the feller that does the cooking over at Doozy's house.
A man in the kitchen?
Yeah, Granny. You ought to see him. Cooks in a great big white hat.
Well, the first thing to tell him to do is to get rid of the hat and do his cooking in a pot.
Well, how come your ma don't do the cooking, little doozy?
Who?
Your ma.
Oh, Mother. I don't believe she knows where the kitchen is. On her rare visits home, I've never seen her there.
Visits home?
My mother and father spend most of their time traveling.
Oh, drummers, huh? What do they sell?
Well, they don't work. They just travel.
How come?
I really don't know. I imagine they enjoy it.
Well, don't you miss your ma and pa?
Oh, they write to me regularly, every month or two. I have a marvelous collection of foreign stamps. And they always telephone me on my birthday.
That's right, friendly of them.
Who looks after you, little doozy?
Oh, mostly the governess.
Governess?
She's married to Wilkins.
Did you hear that, Granny? That fella to bring him over here is the governor.
That still don't give him no right to tell me I got dust in my house.
You folks have so much fun. I never even laugh at home.
Well, little feller, anytime you feel like busting out laughing, you come right on over.
Excuse me. Come on, little doozy. You promised to help me with my homework. He's the smartest kid in school.
Oh, I'd rather be able to swim and climb trees like you.
Well, you help me with history, and I'll teach you to swim and tree climb.
I spoke to young Master Armstrong, and he told me to tell you that he ain't ready to go home yet. He's having too much fun.
He's not permitted to have fun. It's bad for his blood pressure.
Well, I'll tell him when he comes down out of the top of that tree.
He's in the tree?
Say, that little rascal can climb like a squirrel. As soon as his hands get toughened up, he'll be as good as Ellie Mae.
I insist upon taking him home immediately.
I told you, he don't want to go home yet.
That makes no difference. He's going.
Hold on a minute. I don't want to tangle with no soldier in the Confederate grave.
This is not a Confederate uniform. Now remove your hand and lead me to Master Armstrong.
And if I don't?
I'll have to take him by force.
Is that a fact?
Like Grant took Richmond.
What did you say?
I shall take him like Grant took Richmond.
That's what I thought you said.
I'll be back.
Well, you better bring Grant with you, and his whole army.
Sorry to interrupt, Chief, but Wilkins here has an urgent problem concerning young Armstrong Dewson McHugh III.
Well, what is it?
Well, to fill you in, Chief, Armstrong Dewson McHugh III's father, Armstrong Dewson McHugh II, has appointed the bank executor of his will, administrator of his estate, and guardian of Armstrong Dewson McHugh III in case something should happen to Mr. and Mrs. Armstrong Dewson McHugh II. And that is why Wilkins here, and very wisely, has come to you in this crisis.
What is the crisis?
I forgot. Oh, yes. Young Master Armstrong is being held a prisoner.
Call the FBI. Do you know who has him?
A hillbilly family called the Clampetts.
J. Edgar Hoover, please.
Never mind, hang up. Wilkins, the Clampetts are my next-door neighbors, my largest depositors, and my personal friends.
And the very salt of the earth.
Sorry, Chief. But, Mr. Drysdale, young Master Armstrong is extremely frail and delicate, and the Clampetts refuse to give him the proper food or rest or medication. They're exposing him to great danger.
Get the Clampetts on the phone. They won't harm the boy.
But I'm afraid they already have. They've got him climbing trees and eating possum pie. Delicious. But they're violent people. Granny threatened me with a shotgun.
What did you say about the South?
The South what?
Granny! Jane Hathaway here. Could you call young Armstrong Dewson McHugh III to the telephone?
I don't hardly think so. He went out to the cement pond to swim.
Thank you, Granny. Goodbye. Nothing to worry about. Master Armstrong is in swimming.
But he doesn't know how to swim.
But Jethro, I don't know how to swim.
Oh, don't let that worry you, little doozy. We can learn anybody. Why, heck, Ellie Mae even learned her cat.
Come on, Rusty.
Look there.
Come on, Rusty. Did you have a good swim?
See, little doozy? There's nothing to it. Now, you just watch me and do as I do. Come on, little doozy.
I'm afraid, Jethro.
You got nothing to be afraid of. Why, Ellie Mae is right here.
And Rusty, too.
I'll do it if Big Jethro commands me to.
Big Jethro says, dive in and swim.
Look, Jethro, I'm swimming!
You sure are, little doozy. You just done swum right out of your swimming suit.
Nice and soft here so nobody won't get hurt none.
Can you really teach me to defend myself against those big bullies at school?
You betcha. Now come at me like you're fixing to hurt me. Really ought to learn you on someone bigger than myself. Mr. Poolman,
Yes, Miss Clampett?
would you help us out for a minute, please?
Why, certainly. What can I do for you?
Well, I'm trying to learn this here young fella how to protect himself. Now, you come at me like you're fixing to hurt me.
Oh, I don't think I'd better. I was in the Marines, you know, and they taught us some pretty rough tactics. By any chance, were you in the 3rd Battalion?
Try that, little doozer.
It works!
I'll tell you what you can do. You whittle yourself a whole bunch of these, different sizes, tie them together side by each. You can play a real tune.
But I don't have a knife, sir.
But I'll tell you what. If you promise to handle it real careful, like I showed you, safety first, don't cut yourself, you can have this one.
Gee, thank you, Uncle Jed.
You know, by rights, I ain't your Uncle Jed, just Jethro.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry, Mr. Clampett.
Seeing as how you're such a good friend of Jethro's, you can call me Uncle Jed.
Now remember, Third, you gotta keep your eye on the cork. When the cork starts bobbing around in the water, then you know that a fish is nosing around the bait. Again, when the cork all of a sudden ducks under the water, then you know old Mr. Fish has grabbed the bait. And you pull him out.
Can I hold the line, Mrs. Granny?
Sure, you might as well get the feel of it.
I caught something!
Oh, you couldn't have. There's nothing in there.
It felt like a whale! Help me!
I figured I'd let little Lucy see what it was like to catch a big old catfish.
You hold it kind of loose this way, you bring your arm back, and just as you let it fly, you give it a little spin. You watch.
Perfect ringer, Uncle Jed.
Yeah. Now, you try. Now, you see how handy it is to be able to climb a tree?
Now, be of good cheer, Wilkins. I am confident that we shall find everything here in possum pot. Apple pie order.
Howdy, Mr. Drysdale. Well, Miss Jane, Mr. Wilkins, come on in.
Gonna bake a tater pie to give to little Goose. And it'll taste so good his toes will curl up in his shoes. To make a tater pie, it takes a lot of possum fat. I don't think that feller chef can bake it in his hat.
Greetings, Granny.
Oh, Granny.
Thought I told you to secede from these parts.
Annie.
Madam, I demand to see Master Armstrong immediately.
Don't wake him up. He's taking his nap.
Yeah, you see, he's getting his rest.
Needs it, too. Poor little feller's all tuckered out.
Which bedroom is he in?
Napping right out there in the sun.
The sun? His skin is far too sensitive to be exposed to ultraviolet rays. He's allergic to animals.
Wilkins, I'm not going home. I feel fine.
You're coming home and have an antiseptic bath and then spend an hour in your oxygen tent.
Wilkins, I'm not going.
Then I'll take you by force.
You will.
Like Grant took Richmond.
Master Armstrong.
I'll call you when I need you.
Go away. Scat. 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 Scat.
I wouldn't do that if I was... I tried to tell him.